Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Fajrin from Class B. Here, I will explain the result of the novel or film that I analysis entitled The Lives of the Mohican by James Fenimore Cooper. Biography of James Fenimore Cooper. James Fenimore Cooper was born in September 15, 1789 in Burlington, New Jersey, and died in September 14, 1851 in Cooperstown, New York. Founder, Bread and Cheese Club. Awards and honors. Hall of Fame. Notable works Progression, The Bravo, The Slayer, The Last of the Mohicans, The Lettering Stocking Tale, The Pathfinder, The Pilot, The Pioneers, The Prairie, The Red Rover, The Sea Lion, The Spy. Movement or style. Bread and Cheese Club, Knickerbocker School, Notable Family. Members daughters Susan Augusta Fenimore Cooper. James Fenimore Cooper was an American writer in the first half of the 19th century. His historical romances that chronicled colonials and native characters from the 17th to 19th centuries created a unique form of American literature. He lived most of his years and he last 15 years of his life in Cooperstown, New York, which his father William Cooper founded on his property. Cooper joined the Episcopal Church shortly before his death. He attended Yale University for 3 years, where he was a member of the Linnean Society. Synopsis: The Last of the Mohicans. Set in 1757, this novel or film tells the story of Hawkeye, a colonial settler adopted by a Mohican family after the death of his parents, as he helps a British military party through the jungle of upstate New York during the French and Indian War. In the war for control of the American colonials, Britain with the colonial militia and Mohicans allies faced French who was allied with the Huron. The romance between Hawkeye and Cora Munro, the daughter of British colonial, is woven into this political saga of war and colonialism on America's early frontiers. The similarities, the personal life of authors, and the story. The similarities between the novel or film and the writer life story are that in The Last of the Mohican, there is a political element, and in the life of the writer, he was an active person in politics while he lived in Europe. Analysis character: The Last of the Mohican. Hawkeye is known as Nadi Bumpo and La Lonku Corbin. Hawkeye is a white male who lives with Unchas and Chingangup. Unchas was truly the last of the Mohican warriors, as he was the only son of Chingangup. Unchas was devoted to his father and Hawkeye and fought with great courage. Chingangup is Unchas' father. Chingangup was a stoic and skilled fighter and a close friend of Hawkeye. Duncan Hayward is a major in the Kingdom of American or British Army. Duncan fight against the French and their Mingo allies. Magua is the novel's antagonist and high-ranking Huron warrior, himself part of the Mingo tribe and Iroquois. Magua wants to defeat the British and Mohicans, or Delaware Purchase. Cora Munro, the order of Colonel Munro's two daughters, With black hair and a strong and courageous disposition, Koa was the target of Mundu's first wife, herself of part West Indian descent. Analysis History The Last of the Mohicans. Hayward went to accuse Magua of being wed. In fact, he actually was a spy for the Hurons among the English soldiers, but Hayward also recognized that aggravating Magua would do more harm than good for the band. While captured, it seems that even in this early stage of the novel, Magua seeks to find and destroy Uncas, Chingangook, and Hauki above all others. Again, Magua demonstrates that this quarrel is primarily with the Scout and two Mohicans. Magua also does not seem at the juncture, especially interested in Alice and Cora and David. They are simply what prisoners he can use leverage in order to and take Hauki to return and fight him in the battle. Hayward was representative of the English and considered a foe of Magua from the start. Another motive in the novel. The idea of travel by water. Natives seem to prize the practice because it allows one not to leave tracks through the forest which can be traced by a capable Bee Scout like Hauki or by natives like Unchas and Chingangu. Travel by canoe or river through occasionally outdoors also means that men, women, and children do not have to walk long distance through the difficult woodman terrain. Hayward attempts her to use cunning to counter the Magua farmer's cunning. Magua's fatal flaw is his pride. He believes that he is a better warrior than Uncas, a greater chief than Chingangook, a greater scout than Hauki and Hayward. Sensing this pride, does all he can to try to convince Magua that perhaps life worth the better on the English side, but Magua eventually rejects this offer. Message in the story The Last of the Mohicans. The implied message in this novel is that the last of the Mohicans are reputable and thought people love their ancestral lands, are patriotic, heroic, nice, brave, sincere, and truly peace-loving.